to our review of the Corio Model Railway Club's annual exhibition held Australia Day weekend 2020. Crater Lake featured and was once again well received with all the activity. We did introduce our new miniature packs of NHO and O gauge items for your layout, and they'll be appearing on our website in the near future for doing purchases direct. A range of people sitting, standing, swimming, sunbaking, railway workers, thinner HO people that fit in carriages rather than the standard HO, which is a bit over large, as well as horses. This is the Corio Club second-hand store, which was well received. Broad gauge models, they manufacture brass and white metal kits for Victoria and South Australia.
What are you making today, Brian?
500B.
A 500B.
Australia 500B.
And in layman's language, is that a loco?
Big steam locomotive.
Oh, right.
Used to haul the overland up out of the and laid up through the Hathaway Hills.
Oh, that'd have a bit of grunt.
Bit of grunt. Just go as far as Tail and Bend.
Yep.
And they take the big engine off and put the lighter engine on down to
As he explains, the road, the rail out of Adelaide is very steep and required a bit of grunt in the old days to get through. SDS models, they do a lot of HO models within a big range of time periods. Rod Featherstone's Northminster is a terminus of a fictitious heritage railway. We've got the railway workshop facility in one section, and then the next one round is the station and main goods shed area. A lovely little layout, but based on a former LMS branch line. Viewed to British, this is a very nice little unit. David Barnes' Oakland Junction is just somewhere in the bottom right corner of South Australia layout. Great little layout. Sorry I didn't spend a bit more time looking at it for you. Section 8 Model Railway, a lot of cast building kits, detailing parts, trestle bridges, etc. Scale Workshop, our mate Jim has model railway street lights, electronic campfires, crossing lights, fencing, vehicles with flashing lights, railway crossing sets, N-scale buildings and more. It has a great little setup there, Jim. Next up is Jenk, which is designed for the least amount of space, but large enough to run larger rolling stock. All classes of locomotive and rolling stock are run on this, and most of the buildings are kit form, as are the trees. Quite a delightful little Australian layout, this one. Next is Train World, one of our traders, with Brian Comport, the main man there. Brian is also the publisher of Model Railways in Australia, whom we advertise through. Next up was Ozrail Model Trains, and then following that is K&L Model Railways. They have a lot of hobby items in that as well. Round the corner we've got John Smithers talking to someone here, but John is also the author of Trevor the Tram and the Little Lost Boy, and it's also illustrated by David Barnes, or Grumpy, who has one of the exhibition layouts as well. So a good teamwork for a great little book. Somewhere by the Corio Club was made up so they could practice DCC operation. So there's plenty of opportunities for shunting and moving things around using the controllers. And another Corio one, Whittingham Falls, fictitious town on the USA and Canada border in the Rocky Mountains. Corio also had their U-Drive, which did very well. The kids' gold coin donation, that goes to a special charity, and the kids just had great fun chuffing around with Thomas and his friends all day at the show. And of course, what's a show without Lego? And the Lego team coming up now are a combination of Glug, which is the Geelong Lego users group, and others. They have a huge layout, all go. Things are usually zipping around. I think I caught them at a quiet time with this one. But yeah, if you're a Lego fanatic, these are the guys to be talking to. They do a great job at the shows and always have a really good layout, a substantial layout, and at the right height for the kids as well. So you can see all their different models that they have that they've made up, and as I said, the movement is what it's all about, plus a wind turbine. So you can see it all in panorama there. An O-gauge display, which if you're into O-gauge, it's really good to see some of the classic locos and that were displayed here, and wagons. Well, it wasn't a scenery type thing, more of an operational one, so people could understand the size of the gauge and what's involved. And the guys would answer any questions that you had on your O-gauge operations. And then we shoot outside to Mark, and Mark is into Japanese. And here he is. Nearly hit him in the face, and his little Japanese layout. Mark has several layouts, all based on a particular district, and fairly accurate to that district. He travels quite a lot to Japan with that one. Not with the display, but he travels to research the operation. And this is just a scenic loop called Forest Lake Scenic Railway, and just a loop around a town, including a tunnel, a forest and a lake, and another Corio Club member. They have a great number of members, each with their own skills, and each has the ability to do their own layout, or the club layout, at the shows. And then we had Corio models. They've been manufacturing since 1986. Their animals are all pewter, and most have a basic paint ready for you to super detail to your own level. Up on the stage, the O-Gauge Guild had a display of completed O-scale logos, as well as construction under construction ones as well. Black Border Crossing is a fictional interchange between two railroad companies in the USA. It was built over a few years by Robert Jack with the help of two of his friends. Nice little loco coming on, pulling quite a big rake of boxcars into the township. Very nicely detailed town centre as well. And then finally we have Ogmore Valley, which is a small rural village somewhere in Wales. And the purpose of the tramway is to transport stone and sand from the nearby quarry. It's 7mm scale, and everything being scratch built. What we call the Bill and Ben train coming through, the two motors either side. A bit like a Garrett, but not a Garrett. So it's the slate going through. Well done, Corio, and we really enjoyed the show and look forward to 2021.